Hey there, welcome to Tarot to a T. Today's reading will be for Earth signs for the month of August for the year 2024, right? So, if this is the first time to my channel, welcome. Gonna explain my format here a little, so sit tight if you've been with me before while I go over the format. We're gonna start here with Capricorn. We're gonna follow up with Taurus. And we're going to do, last but not least, Virgo. The top line here will be the theme, overall theme for the month, followed up by a card contributing to the theme, and we will ask for clarifiers as needed and follow up here with advice. It's pretty straightforward. I don't deal the cards in any particular order as far as the signs go. I use my intuition, and what was I going to say? I completely forgot. Well, it is a general reading. It may not apply to your situation. You're welcome to join me for the next one. Oh, I was going to say, I have already meditated over your cards. Obviously, they're already dealt. We don't have to waste time with that. So, let's get started. Overall theme for Capricorn. The Eight of Hearts and the Five of Hearts. Followed up with the Nine of Diamonds. So, we'll start off with this pair here. They're kind of playing off each other because there's a lot of emotion mixed up with the hearts. On the one hand, with the Five of Hearts, you got some kind of change here that involves a physical separation. But on the Eight of Hearts, it's about having a good time, spending time with people you really appreciate, a potential to meet somebody special. I get the sense here, Capricorn, you're out having fun, mingling, that kind of thing, having a good time, relaxing, celebrating, all of the above, whatever form that takes for you. But it's on the heels of some kind of change that involved a physical separation. Now, the physical separation does not have to be the end of a relationship, but there is something that has affected you emotionally where a physical separation took place. As an example, I'm not picking this up. Let's say you have a kid that grew up and moved out of the house because they went off to college, right? Or somebody got deployed in the military. I mean, it could be something along those lines. So just keep that in mind. I'm just throwing it out, the different scenarios. Obviously, it does look like the end of a relationship in some form or fashion. And that could include romantic. But you have some kind of settlement here involving finances, abundance. You seem to be very satisfied with the outcome, and there's some kind of achievement mixed up with this, but it is a completion because the 9 is being highlighted. Let's go ahead and ask for clarifiers. Tell me more about Capricorn's story for August 2020. 2024. I almost said 2023, but no, 2024. Okay. Whoa. Settle down here. That could be you. It is Earth energy. So Capricorn for sure, or Taurus or Virgo that you're dealing with. A younger person or somebody less experienced. Now, if this is you, Capricorn, if you're feeling intuitively this is you, you could be in a new situation that involves your money. It involves your abundance. Okay? There's not much else to say about Jacks. But in the context of a queen or a king, there's just a little bit of inexperience around it. A little bit of, could be, again, physically, the age is younger in this person, or you're feeling like out of your element and you're facing new situations. I do kind of pick up at you. But you could be dealing with a younger earth sign. We won't cast doubt on that because that could be the case. These are general readings, so they do kind of I feel like they go across many different scenarios. They try to cast a certain message along different storylines, if that makes sense. Okay, here we go. Well, we got it's all about pentacles in your heart and your emotional situation here. And again, we have a change in. This is talking about a change in your money situation. Again, a negotiation or settlement. But it's wrapped up with the Three of Hearts. Three of Hearts is being pulled in two different directions emotionally. Like, you don't know how to decide. In some cases, it's about deciding between two people, but it doesn't have to be romantic. It's just wrapped up in your emotions. It seems to me a change has occurred, because we saw it early with the Five of Hearts. Changes have occurred financially and some kind of physical separation, like moving away. I think the Three of Hearts is speaking about you not knowing exactly how to feel about it. Like, maybe there was some reluctance, even though you might have wanted to do it. Just throwing it out there, you might have wanted for these changes to happen, or you went along with them. They weren't forced upon you, because I didn't see any cards that came out that said something was forced upon you. There's a degree of satisfaction because of that Nine of Diamonds, too. We can't forget that. But circumstances have changed around your money situation and some kind of physical separation. And it has to do with family and friends with the Eight of Hearts. Yeah, I mean, I know that's kind of jumping all over the place, but I don't know. There's a theme here for somebody. There always is. Let's go ahead and look at cards of advice for you, Capricorn. Maybe that'll wrap it up, at least for me here. The Seven of Spades. This is, it's kind of heavy, so I just gonna. It's about uncovering some kind of truth, something coming to light, but it's also about separations between people. What did I say? Physical separation. Not knowing how to feel about something. But it's like, in your advice, I mean, I'm just giving my intuition here a second to kind of pick up on how to interpret that as far as advice. I mean, maybe there's some truths that have come to light, some realizations that have come to light now that you've gone through these changes, and I see them as transformations. And uncovering a truth within you as in an epiphany, and to recognize that and to embrace perhaps the truth about all of it. Maybe if part of you didn't want to realize, or you were in denial about how you really feel about things, how you felt about things, even, especially with the Three of Hearts. More cards of advice for Capricorn. Seven of Diamonds. This is all internal experiences. I have more than one deck in this deck, so that's kind of amazing. I pulled out another 7. Again, this talks about finances. This is a warning about overspending and taking financial risks. I'd say more about along the lines of gambles. Maybe there's a propensity here to, I don't know, I don't want to say really gamble, but take financial risks, because I was thinking here about this. Some kind of financial agreement that you find satisfactory, that you've achieved, and financial changes here. So there's some kind of financial change that has come in for you that perhaps leaves you in this position to be able to gamble and to take risks that you couldn't take before. So it's cautioning you against that. I'm not saying you're going to do that, but be careful. I feel like a world has been opened, and so you do need a little bit of, you do need a little guidance, especially if you're embodying this. This is the inexperience around finances, around having abundance that you didn't have before, right? That actually kind of makes sense to me. And something coming to light. Let's see if we have another card that comes out, please, to clarify. You may know what that is, Capricorn, but I don't. And that is way too many. But guess what was on the bottom? Another 7. Let's see if it comes out again. Oh, we got this. This one was here before too. That 5 of Diamonds. Negotiating settlement and changes. There's going to be more changes, I feel like. This could be an omen for an incoming windfall. especially because we had be careful of the financial risks, or it could be in the other way. In other words, you may have to negotiate or settle, and you need to watch your finances. Like I said, I'm not sure what this is about. This is almost like a black swan. It's like a hint of something that could come to light. Something's going to come to light that will lead to this. You see my point? I would take heed. I feel like this is the central part of advice here. Take heed and watch out for taking crazy financial risks. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up there, Capricorn. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. I'm trying to grow the channel, so your support is very important, and I thank you in advance. Okay, let's go ahead and look at Taurus. Two of Hearts is your overall theme for August 2024, Taurus. But the Ten of Diamonds. It's looking very nice for you, Taurus. Ten of Diamonds is the end of a chapter, but it highlights like the ultimate success and prosperity. It's like you've attained some kind of financial goal. Now the overall theme is around partnership, particularly a special partnership. I will say even an intimate partnership. It's about needing that connection and intimacy with that one person. It's positive. It's positive. If you aren't in a relationship, this is about desiring that. Maybe on the heels of this accomplishment, you're looking for that special one to share it with. I don't know. See what's going on for Taurus. Okay, Three of Clubs came out pretty quickly. Struggle and fight. Being pulled in two different directions. I don't know. I'm also not feeling I'm speaking to too many single Taurus. I feel like partnership, again, is central for your theme, and you could be fighting with them. You could have some kind of struggle about perhaps where to go from here now that you have this success and prosperity. Like I said, you might have met some kind of financial goal, and maybe there's disagreement about, again, what to do in the next chapter of your life, because I will say that 10 denotes the wrapping up of a cycle. So things are going to change because you've come to the end of that experience, or that whatever you needed to gain and learn from that experience. More cards here to clarify Taurus. Yeah, a new start with the Ace of Hearts. It's very important to you that you follow your heart or your passions, what's truly important to you. Yeah. I see that coinciding very nicely with the 10 and wrapping up a cycle, because we have to start from somewhere after wrapping up a major chapter. I mean, that kind of goes along with the territory. But I guess going forward, it feels to me that you are focusing on what you truly want to accomplish that would be deeply meaningful for you. Another card here to clarify. You have a nice reading here, Taurus. I'm not seeing too many, causes for concern. I think you're doing pretty good in August, but that's fine. We don't always have to have this drama. There's some kind of communication that needs to happen. I do believe this is about a partnership. Yeah, again, it's emphasized with the twos. Usually it's between two people. But this is the need for communication. Like, you haven't been talking about your feelings, or you haven't been talking about your ideas. Perhaps that's where some of this friction is coming in with the struggle and fight. Perhaps you need to have this big talk with somebody, because this isn't your advice. This is just what's going on. Perhaps you recognize that need already, is what I'm trying to say, and it's just a matter of time of how to broach the subject, how to bring it up, how to bring it out into the light. But if you haven't thought that you were going to do that, it looks to me like that needs to happen. Let's look at your cards of advice. Ace of Diamonds, Six of Clubs. There's a learning experience with the Six of Clubs. That means you're going to go off onto new experiences. It's going to open up new options for you in other ways, unforeseen ways. The personal growth can be on any level. It can be financial, mental, emotional, spiritual, what have you. But it is wrapped up with this Ace of Diamonds, which talks about seeking a new income-making experience. That would actually make sense with that Ten of Diamonds we saw a minute ago. Like, perhaps you're able to retire, but you're not done securing your wealth. I would say most Taurus, they're very concerned with their security because you're an earth sign. But I always see Taurus, I don't know, there's something about Taurus that's very much more focused on the comforts of home and life and feeling secure materially. So the Ace of Diamonds is a new start in that direction. Again, maybe a new way to make income, increasing your income. It could be just about investments, honestly. But the Six of Clubs is wrapped up in that. It's like, now that you're free to do that, you're going to learn something about yourself. That to me is also a level of maturity. It's evolving, right? Especially when we become more self-aware. For some reason, it's wrapped up with the Ace of Diamonds. So just keep that in mind for August. Another card of advice for Taurus, please. Gotta get some water. Sorry. It's too hot to drink tea right now. Normally I do have tea, but... Okay. Okay, there it is. I was going to say, we're looking for that card or two. Queen of Clubs. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. That could be somebody you can count on for advice. That's normally what the Queen... Sorry, I'm tongue-tied. The Queen of Clubs represents that mentoring figure, someone who can give you guidance. There's a little bit of mastery and status wrapped up with the Queen. It's not necessarily female, but the Queen does have that status, much like a king. Somebody you look up to that way. But the strong emphasis is someone you can ask for guidance. So somebody, when I was talking, is somebody that came to mind. I think you should follow your intuition, follow your gut instinct, and perhaps ask for their advice. I'm feeling called to ask for another card, though. More advice for Taurus. Looks like Taurus needs some advice, even though your spread here for August was pretty nice, pretty sweet. Seven of Diamonds. This is the experience of needing to avoid financial risks. I find that very curious with you, Taurus, because I don't think you're prone to that. But for some reason, it could be wrapped up in this when you're seeking that new income opportunity. Be careful. That's what I'm hearing. Be careful. Like, be careful if you're investing in a business, and be careful for if you're being asked to like put down a big chunk of change to like be a consultant. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about like pyramid schemes, but could be along the lines of that. That is like a financial risk, right? If you have to put money out to make money, watch out. I mean, I know in some cases it's necessary, but that's what the Seven of Diamonds is kind of saying. And again, you might have that Queen of Clubs character who you can ask their wisdom to help guide you with that. Okay, I hope that helped. Please like and subscribe if you have not already, and I appreciate your support. Taurus. Okay, we're going to go on to Virgo, but before I do, I am going to change the battery, Virgo. I have learned my lesson that I often run out of juice at the end of the readings, so I'll be right back. Thank you for your patience. Here we go. Let's look at your overall theme, Virgo. Ace of Clubs, Ten of Clubs. Wow. For the month of August. That's exciting. With the Eight of Diamonds. Okay. First thing that I want to address here, and you'll like this, you're on some kind of new start with the Ace of Clubs. It involves learning some new skill or knowledge, but it's on the heels of a 10 of clubs. The 10 talks about major cycles ending, going on to like a new chapter in your life. That would make sense, these energies combined, that you are literally moving on, because I didn't mention the 10 of clubs talks about physical movement. I mean, it could talk about, as an example, going on vacation, traveling, exploring the world, being invited to like go on a world trip with a friend or something. Or it can be metaphorical. So you're moving on in some way with the 10 of clubs. And the Ace of Clubs tells me you're on a new start. So not sure what it's addressing, but we'll keep going here. We might have some clues come out. Especially with this 8 of Diamonds, it might be around your work. This is about entrepreneurship, but you don't have to be like starting a business, although you could be. You could be. I'm not going to knock it off the list of possibilities. It's, to me, also a concerted effort in an individualistic direction. It's something you're instigating yourself, and it's some kind of effort being put in a direction that's going to pay off. Very nice. And I want to mention also the 8s are about forward movement. So there's a strong indication you're moving on and on the precipice of a new beginning in August. Awesome. Let's see what else we can have come out here to clarify for the message today for Virgo. Six of Spades. This is all meant to happen. This is the Fate and Destiny card. We'll mention with sixes, it's also about opening up new doors and opportunities. I always see the sixes as that branches of a river. Now that I will mention this also is a good indication you're on the right path. So if you've questioned perhaps the path you've been on, maybe not just recently, this is a good indicator that you are. Because it's all meant to be, right? It's all meant to unfold the way it's flowing at the moment. Okay, any more cards of clarification for Virgo? Yep. Another 6. What I tell you about sixes, but this in particular is about new financial opportunities. There's a huge emphasis about your finances, your abundance, your material world. I feel like that's what the focus is for you in August. Virgo, hope that makes you happy, because that's the message I have here for you today. Again, you're on this new start. You could be looking for a new business opportunity. You could be just looking for a career change. But you're instigating it with the 8 of Diamonds. This is something you're putting your focus in, putting your hard work into. And it's going to pay off. It's going to pay off. I see that with the 2 6s that came out, all the opportunities that are going to come your way because you are headed in this direction. Let's go ahead and look at your cards of advice. Look at that. How on earth could I even, if I wanted to dream this up? You had the 8 of Diamonds originally. Your card of advice is the 8 of Diamonds, entrepreneurship. Keep doing your independent movement here, Virgo. It's going to pay off big time. Whatever you're doing right now, you're investing in yourself. And it's going to pay off for you. Please provide more awesome advice for Virgo. You have one of the best readings I think I've had all month. I thought Taurus, which I just did a minute ago, was really good, but yours is out of this world, man. That's just like, wow. Good for you. Queen of Clubs. Queen of Clubs. So you might be dealing with a fire sign. Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. But this also represents somebody you see as a mentoring figure, somebody you can rely upon. They can offer good support or guidance. In some way you see them as having some status and perhaps some expertise. So I want you to keep that in mind. It's not about genders, so don't pay attention that it's a queen. It's just they have a little bit of authority. in the hierarchy, in the grand scheme of things. Or it could be just that you look up to them that way. Somebody, again, who you can rely upon. Let's see what else can come out here for advice for Virgo before we wrap it up. Well, this all fell out of my hand, but this one came out. You have a kick-ass reading, Virgo. I hope this is reaching as many Virgos who deserve to hear this. This is ultimate wish fulfillment. You're headed towards this. You're doing all the right things. You've got destiny and fate all meant to happen. You have opportunities opening up for you financially. And any way, any form that takes, this is all good. This is a golden reading. This is a golden reading. I'm probably going to make a short about this because this is a fantastic reading. Virgo, I'm jealous. I'm not a Virgo. But you're headed towards your ultimate wish fulfillment. Congratulations. Right on. You're doing it. You're killing it. I don't know what your plans are here, but this is fantastic. It's also completion because it does talk about a 9. So you've worked on this for a while. Either you've had this in your sights or it's just like bit in the works. You know what I mean? Something you thought about a year and a half ago or 5 years ago. It's coming to fruition. Fantastic, man. I like it. I like it a lot. And I'm glad that you joined me for this reading. I appreciate you being here. Please hit that like. Please subscribe. Please share the video. I'm trying to grow the channel. And it's a struggle sometimes to get that support. So I appreciate you in advance. And thank you for being here. And I look forward to seeing you again. Take care until I do.